I just said living out the dreams. We did it last night.
Yeah.
I saw opening night with the rest of this Coliseum. How does it feel to have your residency and all eyes on you?
Actually, exactly the way you depicted it. The dream that became a reality. You know, last July, we were really excited about launching the show here at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace. And then obviously, the pandemic kind of shut us down. But since then, had a lot of time to think about it, dream about it. And, that vision became a reality. And I don't mean that in the lightest way, because this has actually almost become a dream to all of us because we don't load into places like we used to. Some people have taken the liberty, but now having the opportunity to actually open in Las Vegas with this residency, be in a room of 4,000 some odd people to just enjoy music and really my music be the soundtrack to that celebration, really happy, man.
Beyond all of that, I want to get into the meat of the show, but at
Yeah.
the very end, because it was nice to see you we see you performing, giving it all, leaving it on the stage, but at the very end, you do talk about, I'm so grateful to be here. This was a dream. That kid, take me back to that kid who was on Star Search and who you are now and how beautiful it is to be able to have that and your kids to be able to see this.
So there are nuggets within the show that kind of or nods to that. Within the middle of it, you kind of see this transition, and we kind of look back at my entire life and all of the places that I've gone, and a reflection of how it's brought me to this new place, this new evolution, and this confidence. Never throwing away all of what happened, but using it all to inspire us and bring us to a lifted place. It was really great to have my kids there in the audience. They've now seen the show 3 times, and every time they see something a little bit different, they close their eyes for certain parts. But
As they should.
no, actually they shouldn't. They should understand that,
Teach 'em.
Yeah, you got to teach them, show them how to do it, baby.
At least dad's
This,
telling
this
them.
Atlanta culture, baby. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't
Yes.
hiding it, we dividing it. We letting you know that it's cool too. By the way, they probably can show me more with the access that they have through social media. Nonetheless, it's really intended in a very tasteful way to speak to the culture that is Atlanta. Yeah, there is some moments on the pole. I've made songs about it. Many years ago, I had conversations with Stevie Wonder, and he's like, "You know what you're talking about, right? Would you shy away from, saying this to your kids?" I'm like, "No, I shouldn't." He said, "That's right, you shouldn't, because that's life. Life is about learning and experience, and how better to understand things than to have your parents literally walk you through them and be honest with you about them." So, but there's many, many levels to the show. As it relates to the technical side, which you can see behind me, Simon Hammerstein and Richard Kimmel, who are my creative directors, helped to put that aspect of it together. So if you're not listening to the hit records and you're not paying attention to the dance and choreography, there's an actual theatrical story that's taking place that they were very, very strategic in helping me craft.
I want to talk the outfits for a second because, first of all, detail after detail, so beautiful. How heavy are the pieces?
First of all, I always think that you are always fashion forward. Every time I see you, you
try.
got something fashionable and you just killing them, always. That's
You.
just a compliment to you.
Thank you. We can stop the interview now. That's it. Just kidding. Thank you.
So for me, I wanted this to be a star-studded event. It gave me the opportunity to take liberties and do things that I otherwise would have questioned. But yeah, we spared no expense and really allowed Olivier of Balmain to come in and do an amazing job on the wardrobe, working with my staff to create an entire world. He created several pieces of the ensemble that you saw, even the pink suit for the advertisement ad mat. But yeah, he really has done an amazing job. I actually, had worked with him for many years before, and been to shows. Well, actually, 2 years prior, and from there there spun a really cool relationship and rapport. And I wanted him to have this moment. I wanted him to, help me, really grade and give some of those silhouettes that I've had in my past a different moment, a different feeling. Yeah. So yeah, man, from the beginning of the show all the way up to the end, it's star-studded with regards to the wardrobe. It's it was crazy.
So good.
It's
and
heavy too, by the way. That
Yeah, it
jacket
looked
that I
heavy.
wear for the opening, I'm like carrying 3 of me. You know what I'm saying? Just to get to the opening line of the show. You know what I'm
You
saying?
did it for the people. We
Yeah.
appreciated it. And
Yeah.
it looked good. And the roller skates, I don't know how you were doing all but hello, that's an ATL culture too as
Yeah.
well. So paying, homage there
Paying
too.
homage
Yeah.
to Atlanta culture through and through.
Yeah.
My musical director, Lil Jon, and also to Isabella, they put together an incredible sequence with me. Little John actually, he actually hasn't been a part of the show yet. Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah.
No, but and that's not an exclusive, but he actually is the musical director who I worked along with in crafting the track listing. We played the hits and wanted to make sure we gave you the ones from the beginning, whether you were a day one Usher fan with My Way. I'll give you that much. I'll open it with something that you had to be a day one fan in order to understand.
Remember it like it was yesterday. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful. Again, I want to go back to your kids for a second because, Mr. Raymond, you did not tell me after I talked to you at iHeart that we had a baby on the way. So congratulations
Yeah.
again on another. How good does it feel, again, to have your kids already watching, knowing that you have another beautiful baby?
Well, life is beautiful.
Yeah.
And what a celebration to have newcomers.
Yeah.
You know, for my boys, they didn't have a little sister until this moment. And now, with my new one on the way, just as excited. Yeah.
Do we know the boy or girl yet?
Yeah, I do.
You.
I know what I'm having. You don't.
I don't. I'll wait. I'll look on Instagram.
Nah, hey, listen, I will say this. I try my hardest, right, to be mindful that, there's a world of people who are growing with me. Their musical experiences, their life experiences within my music ties us together. And I try to share as much as I can. But then I try to hold the things that are at least near and dear to me for myself until I decide to give it to you.
No,
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I respect your family and your privacy. So
But the
thank
beautiful
you.
part is that my kids, my boys, are enjoying their little sister and just as excited for the new one who's coming.
Well, I'm glad that you have a growing family. So
Yeah.
we'll check back in with the new
Little Brady bunch. I'm working on the Jackson 5 over here. It's like the Raymond. We got the Raymond 4 so far. You know what I'm saying? We got one more and then we're ready to go.
Exactly. And I'm sure they'll be sitting up here. There's going to be more residencies on the way.
I
I'm
could
hoping
tell you
so.
this one thing. At least one of my children is definitely into what I do. He loves Naveed. He loves to sing. He loves to dance. He's asking questions, making suggestions. He should manage my social media with all of the ideas that he has. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Right.
I know we've got about a minute left.
Yep.
We're doing a beautiful piece on the wonderful, who we all still miss, obviously, Aaliyah. I know you've paid many tributes to her. Knowing her legacy continues to live on, and her music is still there for even your kids and every other generation. And there is the anniversary coming up. What are your thoughts still with her and everything that people are seeing with just new generations finding out who she is too?
Well, first and foremost, obviously we miss her, and I miss you, Leah. I miss you, Aaliyah, and I'm happy to see that even though she's not here to receive the love and appreciation and acknowledgement for what her art represented, there's so many people who are inspired, and that's all that you really hope for in the end, right? Is that people are inspired to, to create, and your legacy lives through them. So really happy, and maybe people need to understand the value of people like Aaliyah, and how important her participation in the overall story that is music is, and how relevant what she had was. Yeah. So I'm happy that you guys are doing that, and it's so interesting that you say that, because I was working on a record just yesterday that actually says something very specific about it, the fact that I do miss her and that she was so special. We had a friendship, and not many people knew about it. It was a short-lived friendship, but it was one that, was always, baby girl, I see you. And I can remember back when we were playing, like, amusement parks together. You know what I'm saying? and like like neighborhood jams, So miss her.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Yeah.
can see it, and when you smile, and she's
Yeah.
still here watching. She's watching what's going on the
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
We gotta wrap it. I hope that I can take some Usher bucks home.
No. You don't have to
And,
get. You don't have to go down and get those. I got your own right here, baby. You got your
Oh,
own
we
Ush
can
Bucks.
throw 'em
Matter of
up.
fact, look, I got a Ush t-shirt for you.
Yes.
So, what lies beneath this stage is the Ush experience. You'll learn more about that later.
Okay.
But here,
Okay.
this is a piece of swag for you, and I got you some Ush Bucks, baby.
I'm taking these.
All
Need
yours.
some? Anybody?
Phantom.
Thank you. Congratulations on this. And I know that little boy on Star Search is still there smiling. That's every time I see
Absolutely.
you smile, that's the same kid.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks everybody. My shoes are
You
falling
stay
off.
fly.